Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Thursday number 7 day for this month of November 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense pass king, Lukong. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we do waka for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, I bring una revolutionary greetings. Our IDPs, political prisoners, I salute una all. The topic for today's podcast na nothing in no day. Nothing in no day. Our fellow Ambazonians, before I bring una update, I want to talk about the nothingness we are see in us Ambazonia. Una they see the problem the world face with a lot of social media noise, a lot of intimidation of our own people, the call for unnecessary lockdown, the misuse of our own boys. All is an issue of the cover-up of our own inability to make diplomatic progress. Our people are waiting for a miracle. They are waiting for something, for manna to fall from heaven. They are very good in doing what we call, my vice chair call, armchair diplomacy, where people sit on social media, sit in their group of comfort and talk from morning to evening, thinking that their talk alone would change anything. It doesn't change anything. The world do not work like that. From the beginning of this struggle, I don't work with almost every single Ambazonian organizations, every influential activist, and all is always the same. Making noise, empty mob, talking for nothing. Look around Ambazonia. Which Ambazonian organization is engaged in any meaningful diplomacy other than sit and wait? We spend our time by people bringing people into useless WhatsApp chat group where they can exercise their own bully tactics to talk and make noise, criticize. The best thing we can do is criticize and destroy each other. When it comes to advancing our cause, being smart enough to take advantage of the opportunities that we have, it is zero effort, noisemakers, no standard. We have demonstrated lack of competence to a degree that is beyond imagination. Our people should know that. The one area Ambazonians have excelled in is criticizing and destroying each other for no other reasons. That is where we have excelled. We have destroyed every group, destroyed every initiative, being unable to be constructive to any group and any initiative. We get 1,000 reasons why we cannot do anything, why we cannot support this one, why everybody is bad. We don't have a single reason why we can look the other way and support any initiative. This is a true picture of Ambazonia. And why do I bring this thing to our people today? It's for them to understand, because we are on a highway pursuing a path for a negotiated settlement, which we have worked so hard from beginning, from conception, from engagement, from translating contacts into follow-up, to be able to engage people in a meaningful way that can set the ball rolling. We have worked very hard. And when we turn around and look at Ambazonia, we ask ourselves, if we are not doing what we are doing, is any other person doing something that can move our people forward? The answer is obvious. No. There is no initiative. There is no diplomatic engagement. It is people sitting and waiting, talking, thinking that their word alone will do something. It is a combination of speaking, combination of engagement, combination of developing the capacity to tap and mine the reaction that we get in order to pursue a path where we can wield the instruments, international instrument, to move the train towards the direction which we want. That is what matters at the end of the day. As they go, manda the bole. As they go, it expose how empty they talk the more they get them, how empty the various platforms they will get them, how void of any substance the individual already they make noise that they can't talk them be of. Every day as time they go, time is the best judge. It shows us truly a reflection of the things we have and the things we don't have. Fellow Ambazonians, they say if you fool me once, you deceive me once, shame on you. But if you deceive me twice, you fool me twice, you deceive me 3 times, you fool me 3 times, then that shame is on us. There is no Ambazonians, there is nobody from West Cameroon or Anglophone who needs any lecture of our state with La République du Cameroon. Nobody needs any lecture on the repressive nature of the regime. Nobody needs any lecture about the suffering, the corruption, the incompetence that we face in La République, because it is visible, even a blind person can see. What is more important is, where are we going? Are we going somewhere, or we are hoping we are going somewhere? Are we actually moving towards a direction, or we are hoping that we are going or being led towards a direction? Our ability to move forward, to make progress, have always been limited by the abilities of those who lead us to be able to be competent to take advantage of the opportunities, or create advantage or create opportunities to move forward and advance our cause. Leadership is very important, and our people must develop that ability and capacity to align themselves with leaders, not because they love them, not because they are in their groups, but because they know for sure that that leader is capable of creating opportunities, of looking opportunities, of moving the ball towards the direction which they want to go. We have witnessed the biggest display of democracy in the leading democratic country in the world, in the United States of America, when their people have made choices of their leader based on what their life would be, or what they expect that leader to make their life to be. They ask themselves, are Americans today better off than they were during the time of Trump? And they have made the choice and said that they were better off. And they believe their leader, Trump, is going to bring them a better economy, a better social life, and create a more safer environment for them. Are we in Ambazonia capable of making that choices and aligning ourselves behind those choices in any meaningful way? Are those who are activists, those who are opinion shapers, those who are influencers able to make that determination? Are we able to follow the right train? Even if that door is open, are we going to jump in? Or we are going to stay where we are, talking where we are talking, making the noise that we make, useless noise that do not take us in any place, trying to intimidate and weigh people, look at people in our own scale, think that somehow it will change their weight, walking in our big manism. For a long time, we have lived in an economy where people come from the city, talk big English, take all the positions of senators and parliamentarians, and then go back into their city. And those people that vote and empower them, they stay back in their poverty, their wretchedness and hopelessness. Shall we one day change? Shall we one day look upon ourselves, believes in ourselves and our capacities, for those who can, and those who will, and those who have proven that they can produce results for our people? Because without which, our people who are hardworking people, our people who are resilient, our people are people who are courageous and have displayed this again and again, all will go for waste. The hard work by some of our boys who come together to do the 1st October celebration, the hard work of our diaspora who buy things and send to them, the hard work of those around the quarter who support them and encourage them and advise them. We have done so good in so many areas that the one area which we are lacking can ruin everything. We must acknowledge our strength. We must acknowledge our weakness. We must be able to unite in essence, not just unite for leadership, but unite in essence. Let those essence unite us. We will have different approaches, different opinions amongst our community. Ultimately, the goal remains the same. The the future of our people. We must develop the capacity to recognize this goal and look for it in every debate we have. What is for the good of our people? Not what is convenient or acceptable for our group, our personalities, and the corner which we have put ourselves in these silly arguments that goes on in many Ambazonian chat groups. We must see diversity as a plus and develop the ability to accept that part of their diversity that moves our ball forward. We must encourage constructive dialogue and pragmatic steps amongst us and reject useless insults and demeaning of each other that does not advance anybody but ruin our struggle. These have been the profession of undercover agents in our struggle, and those who are pathological, those who are sick in their brain, who spend their time to be holding our people down by creating this forum where they try to be smart enough to argue everybody, to bring down everybody. It does not help us. Meaningful change and progress do not just take time. It does not just come. It doesn't fall from heaven like a manna. It takes hard work, and it takes committed people who are competent to do it. And only those people can do it. If those people don't do it, it will not happen. And if we undermine those people, we will destroy those chances. We must value these virtues, we must value these principles, and work hard to make things to come to life. Fellow Ambazonians, we are working very hard, going through the countries and those that we are engaging in building consensus and building support as we gear up to the meeting we have in the United Nations. It's the biggest meeting that Ambazonia is going to have with with us engaging with states directly to make our case. We have seen our representative engage with the Vatican, engage in New York with countries, and pushing our agenda in places that we could only dream of. This have not just come by us waiting. It has not come by us talking in chat group. It has come with us developing the capacity to engage, developing the capacity to enhance reaction, and making concrete demand and pushing the wheels to be able to move so that Ambazonia can move forward. Put Ambazonia in prayer and help us to realize this goal by playing your own part that only you are uniquely placed to play. God bless you all. Capo Daniel, looking out for you. Signing off.